Welcome back to the Wildings Landing. Thought I'd bring you for a little sunset walk so you can enjoy it with me. I'm going to give a shout out to a very special little boy who over the last couple of weeks I've missed. Mr. Liam, I hope you're watching this. I hope you're still enjoying the channel. But Mr. Liam Ford, I miss you. I miss hearing you play. And this is your shout out. I know you've waited a couple of weeks, you've waited a lot of videos, but this one's for you, Liam. I wanted you to know that I was thinking about you. And I haven't brought my viewers on Sunset Walk in maybe a year. I don't know. It's been a while. This one was definitely worth sharing. It's so pretty. I'll zoom in. I'll stop and zoom in for you guys. You can see how vibrant the sky is. It's just incredible. It's just so pretty. Sunsets out here are absolutely amazing. I try to walk the dogs about sunset every night. I had to stop and see where they were. Sorry about that. Yeah, good neighbors are rare. And we left some in Jensen. Lindsay and Liam and Chris were great people to share property with for so long. 3 years, I think. This might be your time to comment, Lindsay. You can actually tell me how long you guys have lived there. Time flies. But I have great neighbors now, too. I do. No complaints. No complaints. But a great neighbor is invaluable. It really is. Somebody you can trust. You don't have to, worry about things, and they keep an eye out on your stuff. Puppies are wandering. Take them back and eat dinner here. It's after 8 o'clock. We haven't even had dinner yet. It's ready. David was running a little late tonight, and our youngest son was visiting, so. We're on the verge of a tropical storm. Well, we don't know. This one's got so many spaghetti models, we really don't know. But see what the next couple of days brings. I've been out here doing storm prep, taking care of things. I'll probably do a little bit of a video about that tomorrow. I guess on top of that, I'll share with you, it's really not appropriate when I'm showing gardening videos or whatever, but almost 2 weeks ago now, we had an adopted son commit suicide. It was my granddaughter's daddy. So if you could continue to just keep us in your prayers. I'll give you an update on David's back at some point. We are saving our pennies, let's just put it that way. But yeah, it's been a tough pill to swallow. It's been very hard for me to do videos. It's been very hard, really, to do a lot of things. Come on, back to camp. It's been hard to function. Brad was not my biological son. His mother died of cancer when he was a senior in high school. David and I worked with the youth group that he attended at church. And as we did with several kids, lots of kids, we took them in. And he lived with us on and off for, well, 15 years. Even after he was married and they had Journey, they lived with us again for a while. Recently, Amanda and Journey lived with us. Unfortunately, my relationship with Brad over the last 5 years deteriorated greatly. And some of that was from my stubbornness. I'll admit that immediately. Some of it was just we didn't agree on things. We didn't know how to agree on things. I guess. I don't even know how to put this into words. I'll show you over there. It's so pretty. But as I did with every kid that I ever took in, I loved them like my own. Maybe Brad even more, because I saw him through more. I was holding his hand the night that Journey was born. Her mommy had to have an emergency C-section. Brad wasn't allowed in there. But as we stood outside the operating room, I held my hand. When we first heard her, there were tears in his eyes, and he looked at me and he whispered, "That's my daughter." And I said, "Yeah, it is." Equally almost crying. And he immediately started worrying about his wife and how she was. He could only hear one person. He was scared. He held my hand so tight until that nurse opened the door and said, "They're both fine. Come on in, Daddy." And over the last almost 2 weeks now, that day, that night, has played out in my head a million times. And I have been incredibly thankful, because of all the moments that you could share with a human being. The birth of their baby has got to be the most intimate and beautiful and special. And to be there for him in that moment was probably one of the highlights of my life. Am I still recording? I'm having issues. Okay. I'm looking at my screen. Had something about recording being stopped, or I don't know. Anyway, I hope you're still there. Yeah, sharing that moment, I've been incredibly thankful that the Lord gave me that time. And there have been a lot of moments that I shared with Brad that were incredibly special to me. But that one was my favorite. And so, in sharing who I am and what I am and sort of our life a little bit, I wanted to share that too. It is gut-wrenching. It is literally gut-wrenching to hear on the phone that one of your own is gone. I literally fell down. Well, enough of all of that. Just kind of wanted to share with you why you're not seeing so many videos and why I need a little bit of time. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I am trying to do a garden video or two. I've been thinking about it. I've been planning it. I just haven't done it yet. I do see a sunset through the oak hammock. Well, it's oak and palm, but eventually it'll all be oak. You hear the woodpecker and they're playing. All right, folks. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And thank you for being there. Some of you are becoming like YouTube family to me. I get it. All right. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every comment. Thank you. Have a great night.